Hey there, I'm Danny Griffin, mindset expert and real estate coach with another Monday Motivation brought to you by freethinkingtools.com. So I was listening to a recording the other day that said, if we compare ourselves to somebody else, then we'll always be second best. Fascinating. So the simple point is that although we would endeavor to shoot for the stars and obviously look for some examples of success, we'll always be let down if we measure against somebody else's accomplishments because they are simply different from us. This is actually a fabulous and accurate way to consider our unique makeup. You see, it should be obvious that there are no two people exactly alike. Sure, you could try to make the argument even for identical twins being close, but truly they're each very unique. Now, each of us is pre-wired to be special, programmed with different desires that lead to the pursuit and development of special talents. Now, as a society, we hold up on a pedestal those individuals that excel at anything and wonder why in the world doesn't that happen to us? So, there it rests. The majority look to somebody at the top of the food chain. They compare themselves and ironically make an irrational and overly harsh judgment that something must be wrong with them. Perhaps they were pre-wired for failure. Well, this week I traveled to St. Louis to speak with a bunch of great real estate agents to share what I've learned about programming the subconscious mind for success. Now, according to Maxwell Maltz in his book, The New Psycho-Cybernetics, the key tool is the self-image, or a simple internal picture of what we draw ourselves to be. However, as I listened to his thoughts, I was struck by the statement that the self-image serves as a filter for the subconscious mind, which waits for success or failure messages. Wow! Think about that for a second. If you paint a picture in your mind of yourself as a failure or less than adequate, you can really distort everything that comes through and derail your own success. In other words, you can take even the most positive feedback and distort it to a negative bent, derailing your built-in success mechanism. Too simplistic, you think? Well, let me make the case a little bit further. This week I noticed this happening in my very own world. Now, I may seem like the happy-go-lucky type of guy that you'd like to always be around, but truth be told, I'm very intensely in pursuit of my goals. And as a high D or dominant type personality, I tend to be ready, fire, aim. So I've learned that I have to go back and look at what damage I may have unwittingly done. Now, after talking with one of my team members, I realized that I had said something with a certain intention, but it was taken as a personal attack. How could that be, I thought? Who would have thought that 2 words could be interpreted as a full-blown personal attack? Well, they easily might be. After discussing the conversation, I heard a version of the story that I didn't even think existed. My reaction to a statement about whether or not somebody was right about a business fact was actually interpreted as that attack. Yes, 2 words. I still find it hard to believe that a filter can be that distorting. In fact, after listening to Maltz talk about the dangerous implications of a negative self-image, I must implore you all to take this very seriously. Be empathetic that many people suffer with a broken filter. So help them recognize that they need to fix it so they can start living a better and more empowered life today. Oh, by the way, after a full discussion about what was said, that same person went out the very next day and excelled at something never even attempted before. We're both better off for having gone through this fire together. That I promise you. Hey, I'm Danny Griffin with another Monday Motivation brought to you by freethinkingtools.com, asking you to leave all your comments right here and your thoughts, questions. I will reply personally. But if you really like these, do me a favor and pass them along to your friends. I'll see you next time on Monday Motivation.